Man, the Boom I Got Your Girlfriend. Y'all know that song, Boom I Got Your Girlfriend. So it was a real popular song back in the day, man. It was a real popular song. Down in Florida, it reached all the way to California, and then they came out with a sequel with the girl on there talking about Boom I Got Your Boyfriend. So anyway, when this song was being created, you know, that's when the SP1200 just came out. Miami was on fire, man. We had Beatmaster Clay D, Shy D, just everybody out there, man. And so I knew Juan. Juan is DJ Wiz. And I knew Danny Sopin, that's Danny D. And so they had this group called Boys from the Bottom. They wasn't even Boys from the Bottom then when I was around. You know, it was Danny D and DJ Wiz. And they made this song. I was in the room. And they was just playing around with the SP1200. Bam, damn. Damn, 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 damn. You know what I mean? And they, oh, this shit sounding fire, right? Boom, 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 boom. And next thing you know, I'm at the crib watching this shit, not knowing where it's gonna lead to. You know, these guys were unknown. And I used to go over to his house every day and watch him DJ, man. Wiz. I used to go watch him DJ. He was like super good with the scratching and shit. I mean, he was like super fast. He was like one of the first people to do that fast scratching, man. You know, and shit, I took off, man. You know, when I left when I was 18. I left Florida. I took off to come to Job Corps. So I came to Colorado. I didn't know not one soul, man. My brother was out here. He was in the military. He was living in Colorado Springs. I stayed with my brother for a couple of months, I think it was, and then shot off to Coburn, Colorado, over there by Grand Junction. And I went to Job Corps. I think this was 91, maybe 91. So I go to Job Corps. Man, hip-hop was big in there. You know, they had Bloods, they had Cribs, they had all the hip-hop cats. So I was hanging with the hip-hop cats. So I ran into this dude named Jesse. He thought he was LL Cool J, man. This shit was funny as shit, man. And I came with the Miami style. I had the 2 Live Crew Move Something t-shirt, just Miami styled out. And we used to hook up all the time, man, do talent shows, all this crazy shit. So one of the dudes I knew, he was a Blood, and he ended up getting in a fight with some people. Since I knew this cat, they ended up kicking us out of the school. And this was like 3 days before my birthday. I got kicked out of Job Corps and shit, and I was about to graduate. But my boy Jesse, he graduated like 2-3 weeks. He was there, man. He's smart, man. He's still to this day one of the smartest people I know. And I was headed back out to Florida. He called me up and was like, man, come to Denver. I go to Denver and shit. And just start checking out Denver, doing my little loops through there, doing the hip-hop shit, doing all this shit. And next thing you know, I'm here 35 years, man. I've been here 35 years up here in Denver, Colorado. And so I'm going back in the files, man. I'm listening to radio. Boom, I got your girlfriend. And I'm like, yo, I know that I was in the room when they made this shit, bro. This shit is crazy as fuck. And I just want to tell you that story, man. You know, I just think it's crazy, man, because, you know, I be around all these people that got this star mentality and shit, and I don't really even fuck with them, man. I never ask for nothing. My daughter's famous, man. Everybody know my daughter, man. Like, I don't even want to say her name, but everybody know my daughter and shit, man. And, you know, she's on that shit too, man. That bougie shit, man. I don't get it, man. You know, money changes people, man. Money changes people. You know, people act like that money's going to last forever. But when you're on your deathbed, all you're going to have is your family, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. Like, I already told my kids when I die, you know, I don't care about being buried, man. I don't want to be in the ground with all these bugs and all this shit, man. Even though my soul's not going to be there, I just never liked bugs my whole life, man. I just don't like dirtiness. I don't, that's the last thing I want to do. So I just told my kids, man, automatically, you know, if I die, just burn me, man. Just burn me. Put me in the ashes, spread me out, whatever. I'm gone, man. You know, my soul is gone. It's gone. It's on to another body, whatever the case may be and shit. But that's why I'm trying to enjoy my life right now. That's why I'm trying to go to Thailand. That's why I want to live the rest of my life, you know, enjoying myself, man, because friends ain't what you think they are, man. These friends, man, is fake as fuck, man. You know, you can have friends for 30, 40, 50 years, man, and they'll turn on you like that over money. Over money, a piece of paper that's nothing. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. So I just sat here and started thinking about all this shit, man. That's why I'm putting it on here and telling you guys about it. You know, it doesn't matter, man, where you're at, where you're from. You know, it's your charisma and your personality is what's going to make you. You know, you can be friends with somebody for 30 years, man. They get famous and shit, then they forget about you. Forget all about you. You know, that shit hurt. You know, that shit hurt. You know, it hurt me for a long, long time, but everybody has their own path. You know, God deals with people in different situations and shit. Just because they had their fame then, don't mean they're famous now. Like, half of these people that I know that's famous, they're not even on the Richter scale right now. Like, literally, smashed through the money, did all this, and now they back worse than they was before they even started doing that shit. You know, that's why I don't believe in that bullshit no more. I'm not starstruck, bro. I don't stay at Jamie Foxx's house in Las Vegas, man. I don't met Spice1. He's an asshole. You know what I mean? You know, let me tell you the thing about Spice1, man. I went out to Vegas, man. Like, this girl I call my sister, I known her for 30 years, bro. I known her for 30 years, you know, and she's my dog. She's my dog. I barely still talk to her. You know what I mean? So anyway, one day when we was close, man, I went out there, man. Went to Jamie Foxx's house, stayed at his house, man. And I was there for like 3 days and shit. And Jamie was doing his runs, you know, autograph signings, all that shit, you know. Then he flew into Vegas because he was in LA. Then he flew into Vegas, come back to the house. So me and the sister, we left the house and we went to a hotel room. And my sister, I call her my sister, you know what I mean? But my sister, she was a prostitute, man. She was like, she just knows the streets of Vegas, man. She just makes a lot of money. She knew a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, all this bullshit, you know, in Vegas. If you know Vegas, you know, these girls get down. They make money and shit. It's not like these prostitutes you see on Koufax and, you know, dead-ass streets and shit. You know what I mean? Vegas is really high class, you know. They're high class, wear the best clothes, all that shit, man. And so anyway, man, we're at the hotel. And it's my first day there. You got to remember, well, this is my 4th day there because I stayed at Jamie's house for 3 days. So this is my first day actually by myself, though, you know, in the hotel room. She takes off and shit and goes out for the night, the day, and does her shit. So mind you, this is at night when she takes off. In the daytime, before that even happened, we went to this guy named Sir V's house. Sir V was a pimp out there in Vegas. And I walked in his house, I seen Spice1. He had holes in his socks and all kinds of shit, man. Feet up on the table and shit, playing video games and shit. You know, I introduced myself, how you doing, blah, 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 blah. You know, like I said, I ain't starstruck, so I don't need no pictures, none of that crazy shit. And this was one of my idols, man. I used to look up to Spice1 because Spice1 used to be the shit. You know, back in the days. He was the shit, man. So anyway, man, I met him. And then we end up leaving there, going back to the hotel room. Rachel takes off. The girl I call my sister, she takes off and shit, right? She ends up getting arrested. And how I found out she got arrested, Sir V and Spice1 comes knock on my door. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, your sister got arrested. And I'm like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do, man? I ain't got no money, I ain't got shit, man. I'm just my first time here, blah, blah, blah. Spice1 was like, man, you're a grown ass man. This is some pimp shit right here. I can't help you, homie. You know, and I was like, damn, it's only $100 to get from here to Denver and shit on the bus and shit. And he's like, man, I can't help you. You're a grown ass man. I'll never forget that shit, man. Right at that moment, man, I just hated this motherfucker. Nothing again in Spice1 in my life. Nothing again. So I come back to Denver. I go to Montbello. I see the nigga coming out the barbershop. He was with his brother and shit. And I was like, man, you remember me? He's like, nah. And I was like, nigga, I'm Rachel's brother. You left me in the hotel room, man. You couldn't even help me out talking about you on some pimp shit. You know, that's some fucked up shit, man. This is why I don't fuck with these celebrities. This is why I do not get involved with this shit, this starstruck shit. Even Jamie Foxx was an asshole. That nigga Jamie Foxx was an asshole, bro. Jamie Foxx, when he got into his house, there was a big-ass pan longer than a fucking cabinet, and he had, like, these bitches that was in his house and shit when we was there in the room that you ain't supposed to be in with the plastic all over the furniture and shit like that. Man, after me and my sister left and all that, this nigga called my sister. Jamie called my sister and be like, yo, your brother and his friends ate up all the fucking chicken. Ain't that some bullshit? Nigga, I had 2 pieces and shit. So these motherfuckers ain't who you think they are, man. All these motherfuckers are fake, man. All your friends, man, when it comes down to it, these motherfuckers are not gonna be there. Take care of your motherfucking self. Even these bitches nowadays, man. These bitches nowadays, man, they're just so modern, you know, and they use these niggas as an ATM machine. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. So they look at you and see money instead of a real human being. Like, I can be dead fucking broke, but I can give you all the love in the world. But they don't see that shit. You know, it's crazy, man. This world is fucked up, man. This is why I decide to do what I'm doing and shit. I stay by my motherfucking self. I don't involve people into my spirit, man, that got this negative fucking energy. I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity or not, bro. I've been around celebrities my whole fucking life, and they all turn out to be the same motherfuckers, man. It's all money worshiping shit. You know what I mean? So, peace.